Honey, did you see the latest news article that was published today?
What happened? Is it about something big?
Look. This is the neighborhood your parents live in, right?
Oh my, I think it is. They're planning on redeveloping that area? What a coincidence. My mom and dad really grabbed a good spot.
I know. Just wait a couple of years. Think of how much the value of your parents' property will go up by. Don't you think we should go and tell them?
My dad probably already knows. Just leave it alone. It's not even our house. We don't live in that neighborhood either, so why are you making such a huge fuss about all of this? Of course, it's something great happening for my mom and dad, but it doesn't concern us.
Honey, how can I just leave it? Your mom and dad are getting up there in their age. Your parents might not know or understand anything when it comes to this kind of real estate. So I, as their son-in-law, should obviously take it upon myself and go and help them out.
My dad has tons of friends who work in real estate, and one of my mom's friends is a lawyer. Therefore, there is absolutely nothing for you to worry about. They'll be fine.
Well, their friends might try to scam them out of their money and take it for themselves. You never know with people these days when huge amounts of money is involved. But you can always trust your family. This is basically like winning the grand prize in the lottery. Haven't you seen that news story where someone opened up to their friends and asked them for help, but then the whole situation escalated into a huge crime being committed against them?
Oh my goodness. I can't believe that you're so paranoid about becoming a victim to a crime. Don't you remember when you got scammed a couple of years ago?
Why are you bringing that old story up right now? That was years ago. I already apologized to you profusely for losing all of that money, and you forgave me too.
Who said I forgive you for that mess? Thinking about what we went through when we lost all of that money makes my skin crawl. Just focus on making money through your job, your salary. Don't go around copying people who are investing their money and then end up losing everything, got it? Go and try it one more time. Next time you do it, I really will divorce you this time. I'm not bluffing either.
Why are you straying away from what we were talking about? You're going off about something from the past. None of that is important. What we're talking about right now is if we should go see your parents to talk about this.
We go and visit them for normal reasons. Normal ones! Don't go to them with your tail wagging so that you can bother them about how much their house is going to be in the future. You really lose it when there's even a small sign of being able to earn a lot of money because you have no money or luck.
Why are you saying things like that? I really do only have pure intentions. I'm just trying to be of help to your mom and dad. Why are you looking down on someone who is just being sincere?
Go and reflect on your past behavior and actions, and then tell me whether or not you have the right to be spewing any of that. Just think for a second, all right? Stop putting all of your time and effort into something meaningless and go take a shower. Your feet smell so bad that it's making my head hurt like crazy.
What are you talking about? My feet don't smell.
Oh my gosh, do you not have a nose? Go and wash your feet. I can't believe that you're sticking your feet in my face as if you can't smell how rank it is from the other side of the house. Hurry and go take a shower. I can't stand how bad you smell. Don't even think about coming into the bedroom without washing them. Ugh, do you wash your feet in vinegar or something and walk around everywhere like that? Ugh, what's wrong with you?
Is it really that bad? I can't tell. Anyways, wanting to help your parents with their newly found high property value isn't me going overboard. Maybe I should go. Sweetie! Should I go talk to them by myself? Hello? Sweetie, open the door, please. Sweetie! Hi, sweetie.
Hi, Mom. What's up?
I know that it's your lunch break right now, but I wanted to see if you're available to talk right now. I'm just calling because there's something I wanted to talk to you about. Also, I know that you've been busy with work recently, but your dad thinks that you've gone and died on us because you don't call home often. Just remember to call your dad sometimes too, please.
Oh, how time flies. He was begging me to move out when I graduated from college. But now that I've moved in with my husband, he's lonely now, isn't he? So, what did you want to talk to me about?
Well, they said our neighborhood is one of the neighborhoods chosen to be redeveloped because of the state mandate to make more housing and facilities across California. Everyone in the neighborhood has been freaking out ever since the news broke out, so I couldn't tell you about it right away.
Oh, I already heard about it.
You did? Who did you hear it from? Did your dad already call you?
No, my husband told me.
What? Caleb? How would he even know about it to tell you?
It was all over the news, so that's probably how he heard about what was happening in your neighborhood. When he came home from work yesterday, he read me the whole news article, so that's why I already knew about it.
If you already knew, then you should have called me to talk about it. You're exactly like your father. You're both just so untalkative and prefer to be alone.
My husband hasn't called you, right?
Caleb? No, he hasn't. Why do you ask?
Well, if he does call you, please don't pick up.
Why? Is something wrong? Did you two have a fight?
No, nothing like that has happened. I just don't want you to have to deal with his nonsense. Ever since the news article about how your neighborhood is one of the chosen areas to be redeveloped came out, he's been worrying himself and going on and on about how he should go see you and Dad.
Oh, is that what he's doing? He's so adorable. What a sweetie.
What about this is adorable? Anyways, just don't pick up any of his calls, okay?
He's just worried about us, that's all. There's nothing wrong with it. Don't be so harsh on him, okay? Oh, that reminds me. Your dad and I were talking about moving. He told me to ask the both of you if you want to move into our apartment in Beverly Hills. So, what do you think?
What? Beverly Hills?
Yeah. Our apartment is closer to your job, isn't it? The both of you bought your house in a rush, so you didn't check if it was being well maintained before you guys moved in. I remember you talking about how the water sometimes doesn't come out of the faucet. It's rough when there are so many things that need to be fixed.
Well, of course, but moving to Beverly Hills is too much. It's Beverly Hills. Of course it's fine for me, but if we move there, then that means that Caleb will be farther from his job. And we'll also be moving far away from his parents. I'm sure his mom won't sit around and watch us move that far away from her. Just thinking about everything makes my head hurt. Moving will be such a pain. I don't think we'll move from our current house.
Even if you think that, we still want to let you have the apartment since you're our only child. Just think it over. Talk to Caleb to see how he feels about moving to Beverly Hills.
If I tell him about this, he's probably going to say that we could have moved in yesterday.
Even better. There's no more issues then.
What should I do about his mom, though? If I ask her if we can move because you and Dad gave us your apartments in Beverly Hills, she'll probably tell me something like, "Fat chance, now get out of my sight." Recently, they've been talking about how Caleb's younger brother, Tyler, is getting married. And what's worse is that their mother doesn't get along with any of the in-laws on his fiancé's side. I think it's because of the house. Tyler doesn't make that much money, so they can't really afford to buy a house. The fiancé's family is pretty conservative. They expect the husband to make all the money while the wife stays at home to take care of the children. They said that they wouldn't approve of her marrying him if he couldn't promise to give her that kind of lifestyle.
Really? I guess I can see how Tyler and his mom might be worried then. They're probably super stressed out about what to do since he must love her a lot.
I just hate how this stress is affecting me. I just want to get rid of it. Mom, was it like this when you got married? Wasn't it worse back then, too? At least these days, most people don't really think like that anymore.
Not really. Your grandma thought differently from everyone back then. Did you think that I married your dad just from meeting him? I knew I wanted to marry him after meeting your grandma. It's because my mom passed away when I was young, so I was probably looking for a mother figure. Your grandma liked me more than your dad, actually.
Why are you bragging about how good you had it with your in-laws when your daughter is struggling with that very problem?
You think my relationship with my in-laws is brag-worthy?
Anyways, talk it over with Caleb. There's no parent in the world who would refuse their son. So try and convince Caleb to agree to move to Beverly Hills, will you? Fine. I don't need any more nagging. I'm going back to work now, Mom. Have a good lunch. I will. I'll call you again soon. You should also call us first every once in a while. I called my mom earlier today, honey.
What? You did? What did you say?
Why are you so excited already? All I did was say that I had a phone call with my mom.
Oh. Well, what did your mom say?
This time she was talking to me about moving to the apartment in Beverly Hills.
Beverly Hills? Yes! I'm so excited!
She was saying how she and my dad weren't sure if they wanted to move somewhere else, but she asked me if we wanted to move to Beverly Hills. If we said we wanted to, she said she and my dad would move out and give us the apartment.
They'll just give it to us for free? Well, then of course we should move there. Is that even something we have to discuss?
I told her no.
What? Can you repeat that one more time? I think I heard you wrong and heard you say that you refused the apartment.
You heard correctly. I said that I told her that we will not move to that apartment.
What? Why? Why would you tell her no to us moving to their apartment in Beverly Hills? They even told us that they would help us move there, so why would you refuse something so generous?
What would we even do if we moved to Beverly Hills?
What would we do? The question is, what wouldn't we do? How many times do we get the chance to live in Beverly Hills? Chances like this don't come easily, and you're letting this opportunity get away. I'll call your mom and tell her that we'll move.
But if we move, then you'll be farther from your job. Is that okay? And then there's your mother.
Ugh, I'll take care of everything. Is my mom standing in the way of us living in Beverly Hills?
Are you sure about that?
Also, there's no problem with living farther away from my job. It'll only take 2 hours by driving. I've always said that I needed better work-life balance. If I tell my mom that I want to move, she'll be okay with it. So there is absolutely nothing that you have to do. I'll do everything, so you don't have to worry about a single thing. Got it?
What are you planning on telling her? Do you think your mom will be calm about this? Do you think she won't say anything to me about this? And that she won't do anything? Let's just keep on living here. And you won't have to move so far away from your company. Living in Beverly Hills has nothing to do with us. We don't belong there. There are too many rich people there.
Why would we not belong there? Of course, it was your parents who hit it big with being able to live somewhere like Beverly Hills. But now they're passing their success over to us now.
It's my mom and dad's success. Can you even call us successful? All you do is call my parents and talk to them about weird things.
But let's live in Beverly Hills, okay? If you keep saying no, I'm gonna go to your parents to tell them yes. Got it?
Are you a child? Stop whining already. Hearing you whine makes me lose brain cells.
Oh my gosh, let's move to Beverly Hills. Let's go. I'm telling you that I'm truly okay with living far away from my company. I'm okay with it. So why are you the one worrying about how long it takes me to get to work and back? I want to live in the Beverly Hills apartment.
Okay, fine. I get it already.
Really? We can? You're not joking?
I get it already, so stop it.
Sweetie. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Ugh, you're being so cringe right now. Let go of my arm and go and wash your feet.
Honey, it's all because of your parents that we get to move to somewhere so nice. I'll call your parents every day from now on. And I'll be so good to you too.
What a smooth talker you are. Whatever, just don't go around getting scammed anymore, all right?
Of course. I'll listen to everything you say.
Let me join in on your calls with my parents sometimes too. My mom always tells me to call them, but I'm too busy with work to call them myself, so I always forget.
Sure, I'll handle calling them so that you don't have to worry about it. I'll take care of all of your phone call needs to your parents. I can call them every day at breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Don't go overboard.
Hi, Mom.
Oh, what a surprise.
Mom, what's wrong? Your voice sounds hoarse. Is something wrong?
At this age, it's a problem if something isn't wrong with my body.
Mom, I told you to go to the doctors if something's wrong. You should get your back checked out to make sure nothing is wrong.
You think I can afford to go to the hospital with how crazy expensive everything is? Even with health insurance. Anyways, why did you call? Is everything all right?
All right. Mom, Alyssa and I are moving.
Moving? Why are you moving all of a sudden? Did something happen where you're living?
We decided to move to an apartment in Beverly Hills.
What? Beverly Hills? Are the both of you out of your minds? With what money do the both of you think you have to be able to move somewhere so expensive?
Oh, Mom, haven't you watched the news recently? Alyssa's parents' neighborhood is getting redeveloped. They basically won the jackpot. And so her parents called us the other day about it. And they told us that, because of the neighborhood redevelopment news, they were thinking of moving somewhere else. So, if we wanted to move into their current apartment, they'd help us with everything. Isn't that amazing?
What? The neighborhood they live in is South Hamilton. Isn't that the center of a lot of the redevelopment projects?
That's what I'm saying, Mom. We're gonna be Beverly Hillers from now on. When we're all moved in, you have to come and visit us, all right?
So when is this gonna happen? When are you gonna move?
I'm not sure. We haven't gotten that far yet. We've only just decided between us that we would move there. I'm pretty sure Alyssa's gonna handle it since it's her parents' place. Anyways, you're fine with us moving there, right?
Yes, of course it's all right. My goodness, the two of you have certainly struck some good luck.
I knew you would be okay with everything. There's no way you would have not been. Alyssa was all worried that you wouldn't be okay with us moving over there.
Me? Why wouldn't I be okay with it?
Well, the place we're living in right now is pretty close to you and Dad. If we move to Beverly Hills, we'll be living far away from you and Dad. So Alyssa was worried that you wouldn't like us living away from you. She actually told her parents that we wouldn't move the first time that they called and asked.
What? What did I even do for her to think that way about me? Anyone who doesn't know us would think that I'm constantly holding a gun to her head or something. How preposterous. She doesn't need to be so scared of me.
Yeah, so that's why I told her that I'd handle everything and that she doesn't have to worry about anything about the move. And since you said it's okay for us to move, my wife can tell her parents the good news soon since she turned down their offer before. I can't wait for us to move in already. This has been my dream ever since I started working.
Well, when you go see the apartment, take lots of pictures for me. I'm so curious to see how nice the apartment is and how different it'll look from us poor folk.
Mom, just imagine what all of your friends will say when they hear where we're going. They'll be so jealous when they hear that you now have family living in the Beverly Hills. I bet none of them would have expected for things to turn out like this for us. Alyssa didn't know that you would feel this positively about all of this. Isn't that right?
Yes, of course. Anything from my sweet son. Anyways, don't tell her that you told me about the both of you moving.
Huh? Why? Is there a reason not to?
Don't worry about it. I'll tell her the next time I see her, so just don't tell her. You don't have to worry about anything.
Okay. I guess I won't since you will.
Of course. I have to go now, so I'll hang up now. Bye, sweetie.
Bye, Mom. Have a good day.
Hi, Mrs. Larson. I'm here. You're here already. Come on in and have a seat at the dinner table. Is there a reason why you asked me to come without Caleb? Is there some sort of secret you're keeping from him? Secret? What kind of secret would I ask you to keep from my son? I just had something small I wanted to talk about between us girlies, so I called you to come over. That's all. With me? What did you want to talk about? Well, I heard some interesting news from my son when I spoke to him the other day. What did the two of you talk about? I heard that the neighborhood your parents live in is being redeveloped. Right? Oh, yes, that's right. And that your parents said it was okay for the both of you to move into their apartment in Beverly Hills. Huh? Oh, well, about that. Just how much did he tell her? He's a little demon, that's what he is. Actually, I turned them down and told them that we wouldn't be moving into their apartment. It just didn't seem like something that was right for us right now. Why would you turn down their offer? That type of chance won't come again, you know. Huh? But when we got married, you told me not to move somewhere far from you. You said that we couldn't move anywhere that takes longer than a 30-minute drive. And if we move to Beverly Hills, it'll be at least a 2-hour drive without traffic. I refused because I know you want us to live close by. Why are you making this all about me? Of course this should be about you and Caleb. If you really want to do something for me, then don't refuse your parents' offer. Go on and move to Beverly Hills. Why? It doesn't really matter to me whether we live here or over there. Why? You're asking me why? Well, of course, if you say that my son can get an apartment in Beverly Hills for free without paying exorbitant rent, of course I'd say to go for it. What parent in their right mind would say no to something like that? So, are you saying that you're truly okay with us not being able to see each other often? Gosh, of course! There's nothing wrong with not coming to visit me often. Of course I can also go up to see the two of you, too. Really? I'm not sure about that. You always talk about how hard it is for you to go places, and you don't really like going places far away. You get motion sick just from riding in a car for a minute. Wouldn't it be hard on you to come visit us? What? No, I'm absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong with me. Why do you keep being so stubborn? I'm telling you that I'll be fine. So what's the problem? I'm practically throwing the both of you a bone to have a chance at living in such a nice area. And here you are trying to throw it right back in my face. It would be such a shame to let this opportunity go to waste. So hurry up and call your parents to tell them you changed your mind as soon as possible. Hurry and ask them to let you in as soon as possible. Why do I need to hurry? There's no rush since my parents own the apartment. I think it's fine to take things at our own pace. My goodness! Moving is so cumbersome, though. I'll even help the both of you move, too. So tell them to speed up the process, okay? You're gonna help us. We can just call a moving company, though. We make enough money between the two of us for it not to be an issue. Well, it'll still take a long time to clean, unpack, and put everything away if it's only the two of you. You're still really busy with work, aren't you? You do a lot of overtime, so you'll probably be tired and not want to do anything when you get home on the weekdays. So, if you only clean and unpack on the weekends, it could take the both of you more than a month to really settle in. Since I'm retired, I'm always just at home, so I've just been hanging around. I'm super bored since I have nothing to do. You're lucky that you have someone like me, your mother-in-law, that you can count on in these types of situations. They don't find many people like me these days. You understand what I'm trying to say, right? Yeah, sure. Well, if you get it, then call your parents right now. Right now? Yes. You've already decided on moving, right? You should hurry and tell them so that you can set up a move-in date with them. My parents are probably out in their garden right now, so I don't think that they'll pick up. I'll call them when I get home. Oh, is that so? Well, make sure that you call them today. Not tomorrow or the day after. Today. I will. Don't worry. Well, take care on your way home. Drive safe. When you're done talking to your parents about moving in, let me know too, okay? She was a little bit weird today. I wonder why she's acting like this all of a sudden. Seems like she's hiding something behind her back. Usually, if I ask for something like this, she wouldn't even bat an eye and pretend like she didn't hear me. It's suspicious that she'd even go as far to say that she'll help us with the whole moving process. I should keep an eye out just in case. Even though we got permission from my mother-in-law to move far away from her, for some reason, I couldn't shake the feeling that something bad was about to happen. But since this is something my husband wanted, and his mom told us we could move forward with it, my husband and I called my parents to let them know we would go ahead with moving to their apartment in Beverly Hills. As soon as we finished the call, my husband called his mother to tell her, and news of our moving spread around like a wildfire. Because we were planning on moving to Beverly Hills in 2 months, we were extremely busy getting ready for it. But 1 week before our move-in, my mother-in-law made a ridiculous request that made me understand her weird behavior. What? What did you just say?
Mom, this is not the time for this kind of joke. Weren't you thinking about what I wanted when you told us to move to Beverly Hills?
The both of you have good-paying jobs, and you've been married for some time already. You're already living a stable life. So it's fine for the both of you to look for another place. Your little brother's fiancé is expecting, and she'll probably give birth soon. Their house is too small for them to raise a child, and your little brother is the only one making any money. So I told him to move in here after his fiancée gives birth. You're the older brother, and you're saying you can't even help out your little brother just this once. So, this is the reason why you kept badgering me about moving in the first place. It was all for your youngest son to move into, wasn't it? Well, obviously it was. His fiancé's family kept going on and on about how Tyler needs to be the provider and get a house for the both of them. I had no choice but to help out. What could I do when they threatened to not let him marry the love of his life? He's the one who chose to get involved with their family, so why are you forcing this on us? I'm sorry, but I can't fulfill your request this time.
I'm also disappointed in you, Mom. How could you scam us like this? Were you only thinking about Tyler? How do you think I feel? Am I not also your son? You even knew how much I wanted to live here. Is being this type of trash the only thing important to you?
You realize Tyler has fought to do things he couldn't, and now that he's older, he can finally do them, right? Do you know what kind of family he's marrying into? They're the type of people to own 3 different properties. It's my duty as his mother to help him meet their standards. You're already married, so you can help him out too. Why do I have to give the apartment that my parents gave me to Tyler? I don't want to. If you're going to push this, I'll give the place back to my parents.
What? Honey, we don't have to do that. I want to live in this apartment. Mom, Alyssa, both of you need to stop. I can't give up this apartment.
This kid! This is your little brother's marriage we're talking about here. Do you want to ruin his marriage that badly? Just keep living where you've both been living for a little longer, and you can find a better place later. It'll be fine, so just do it that way. Why are you both so greedy? Is it that difficult to help out family? Family? Then what have you done for me? Ever since I married Caleb, what have you done to help me? What? Are you talking back to your mother-in-law right now? You need to speak to me with more respect, young lady. Yes, I am. I have no idea why I put up with you for so long. It's funny how you're demanding respect from me when you've never shown me an ounce of respect yourself. You need to act within your means instead of tricking other people to make yourself look bougie. Check yourself before you wreck yourself from trying to act higher and mightier than you are. What? What did you just say to me? You must be out of your mind saying something like that to me. I'm your elder, yet you're treating me with so much disrespect.
Mom, why are you being like this? Calm down. Alyssa, you stop too. What's wrong with the both of you?
Caleb, you need to choose. It's me or your mom.
What? What are you talking about?
Oh, how mature of you.
You think that you can beat blood, do you? Don't hurt yourself like this, sweetie. Just hand over the apartment.
Hurry and choose. Is it me or your mom?
How am I supposed to choose?
Whoever doesn't get picked won't see Caleb for the rest of their life.
What? Let's try it then. Oh, Mom, please just stop talking. Everything's ruined because of you. We haven't even moved in yet. Mom, are you gonna take responsibility if I can't live in Beverly Hills? Why would I take responsibility? Of course I was planning from the start to give this apartment to Tyler as soon as you made the contract. Are you serious? You know what? I've made my decision. I choose you, Alyssa. What? You're throwing away the person who raised you and going to that woman! You were the one who threw me away first, Mom. No, wait. You're not even my mom now. What are you saying?
Well then, we'll take our leave now. We have nothing more to say to you. You don't have to help us with our move-in anymore, by the way. Please pass my congratulations to Tyler for his marriage, and I hope you can help Tyler find a good house.
Wait, kids! Alyssa! Caleb! Let's talk this over again, okay? I was the one in the wrong, okay? So let's talk about this again. Oh my goodness. How could things have turned out like this? I've gotten myself in such huge trouble. I kept bragging and bragging about how I got them an apartment in Beverly Hills. Oh no! What am I supposed to do?
My mother-in-law kept coming to our house to beg. But of course, my husband and I kept turning her away. My husband was understandably furious. I was a little surprised when he didn't even bat an eye when she got on her knees begging and bawling. If he had chosen her, I would have divorced him. But since he chose me, we're still together. My husband and I were finally able to move into our new apartment 2 weeks later. I feel a lot more comfortable since we live closer to my parents now. It's like night and day from when we lived closer to his mom. My husband likes my parents a lot more now, too. Also, after my mother-in-law almost destroyed Tyler's marriage, I heard that she gave up her house for Tyler and his wife to have for their family. She came back begging for our forgiveness because she had nowhere to go after Tyler kicked her out. I talked with Caleb about it, and we decided to let her be our live-in maid until we could hire an actual cleaning lady.
Oh no! Oh my goodness!
Hey! Just what do you think you're doing?
Mom, do you know how much that plate cost? Alyssa's parents gave it to us as a housewarming gift. It's an Hermes collection. What are you going to do now that you've gone and smashed it? You've been a housewife for 30 years and you still don't know how to wash dishes?
That's why I told you that we should hire a proper cleaning lady. Why did you let your mom stay with us? All she's doing is ruining everything in our house. Mrs. Larson, you'll have to pay back what you broke.
What? I don't have any money to pay for something so expensive, though. I really apologize for my mistake. I'll work harder to help with the chores.
But that's exactly what I'm talking about, though. Who asked you to help us? You were the one who said that you would help us to apologize for what you put us through. But all you do is destroy everything. Why should I keep putting up with it? You came crawling back to us after being thrown out by Tyler. Did you think we'd forgive you so easily just because you're in a rough spot?
No. I'm just doing this to make everything up to the both of you. Ugh, Mom. How many times have I told you to not wipe the TV with a wet towel? So many watermarks are on the screen now. Mom, do you think you're rich? I don't care if you're my mom. I won't be easy on you if you keep this up. Oh, no. But I've wiped the TV with a towel so many times. I'll go back to wiping with tissue. Here, let me wipe it again.
Mrs. Larson, just leave. Stop ruining our expensive electronics.
But I have nowhere else to go if you kick me out. You know that Tyler kicked me out and that I don't have anyone else to go to.
Then use this money to go stay at a hostel or something. I've put up with enough of your incompetence.
Yeah, she's right, Mom. Just leave and study how to take care of electronics. We're gonna test you on it too, and don't think that we'll give you a second chance.
My own flesh and blood. My goodness. I raised both of you and Tyler, and this is what I get in return. How am I supposed to learn how to take care of electronics at my age? Let's try to do this. Television screen cleaning method. Oh, it really does show up. When cleaning the screen, unplug the power cord and use a soft cloth. Wipe gently in one direction. Please be careful of causing scratches or discoloration from wiping too hard. If there are a lot of fingerprints, blow on the screen and wipe. Do not spray water and wipe with a towel. Oh, it really is bad to clean it like that. It even says to not use a towel. I hope I didn't break anything. If they don't let me stay, I really won't have anywhere else to stay. Anyhow, it seems like I can search for anything on the internet. 10 ways to get along with your daughter-in-law. 1. Don't force her to call you often. 2. Don't start small arguments. 3. Don't tell her to get food with you every weekend. 4. Don't criticize her by asking if that's how her parents raised her. 5. Don't compare her to other people's daughters-in-law. 6. Don't make her wash the dishes for you. 7. Don't wish for a daughter-in-law that can be like your daughter. 8. If you have something to tell her, do your best to have your son pass it on to her. 9. Don't say anything to put her in a bad mood and defend her. 10. Don't nag. What? Everything I've ever done to her is written in this article. I really ruined my relationship with Alyssa as a mother-in-law. Well, I'll do my best to keep an open mind from now on. For now, I should just keep my mouth shut and keep cleaning. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to see more content.